Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Swiss 001 video. Now over the past few months we've been treated with the best flight simulator technology that there is, with the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Just look at these amazing graphics and yes, I'm genuinely watching an old video of mine because Microsoft Flight Simulator actually will not open on my computer today, so whatever then. One of the main problems that Microsoft Flight Simulator probably has is the crash physics. Because what actually does happen when you crash a Microsoft Flight Simulator is you have a screen that says you crashed. Which is not particularly realistic, is it? I mean, there are no crash animations here in the flight simulator. Actually, there is a reason behind that, and it's actually that all the aircraft manufacturers, they didn't want their planes shown in some kind of broken state in the flight simulator. It's really like the car simulators that also don't have crash animations. All the car manufacturers, they don't want broken cars associated with their cars. You know what I mean? But today, this is going to change. Let's check out a flight simulator, or perhaps it's actually a game, but it does have planes in it, obviously, that has decent crash animation. And it's, of course, I'm talking about Besiege. Yeah, me playing Besiege has probably been one of the most requested videos ever, really. This is really popular, so let's check it out. Now, alright, welcome to Besiege, the game. Before we begin, let's kind of clarify what this game actually is. It's basically you can build machines and they can break. Does that make sense? It's more of a Viking game, actually. As you can see, we have these blocks that we can just build here, and we can just do whatever we want, pretty much. I mean, that genuinely is cool. We can now actually use that thing and fly it, or perhaps we cannot fly because it doesn't fly. All right, now we can obviously download pre-built planes for this simulator or game, perhaps, which I've already done. For example, we have a Cessna, a 737 Max, an Antonov An-24, and a DC-10 as well, but some other planes like the Skymaster and even an X-Wing. Very interesting stuff. Let's actually begin with something simple like this small wooden plane, and let's see how well planes fly here in the sim. Alright, there we go. This is the small wooden plane that we've seen earlier. I do not think that this is going to fly, but let's just check it out. Now, the biggest challenge, of course, is getting this plane to fly in the first place. It says here in the sheet that we have to press 1 on the keyboard to get the engine started. Oh, Jesus, are those rocket engines? Oh, please take off. Okay, that apparently did not work. Alright, let's try this again. We can control the aircraft itself with the arrow buttons on the keyboard, so let's just do that. Alright, engine is going full power again. Oh wow, it is really going full power, and as you can see, when we crash, this plane falls apart in 1,000 parts, which is probably the main thing about this flight simulator. Let's just try this again. I mean, this is a super small aircraft, so obviously the actual parts that fly around here when you crash are not as huge. There we go. And yeah, there are now airplane parts all across the country. Pretty much. Yeah, this is definitely a game of a very special sort, not necessarily a flight simulator, but you can build anything you want, even planes, which, I mean, we've done that now. Something I do definitely miss already is sound. We have no sound here, practically. Alright, we've now lost the engine. Let's try getting a emergency landing done or something. There we go. That was actually quite a nice emergency landing. And the camera is a little bit messy. You have to get used to that. I only downloaded this game here today. For that, this actually works quite well, but I'm not quite sure. Let's try this again. This is now in first person view, so let's just see how that works. Oh wow, this plane is just super fast. Oh, we have definitely crashed now. Very badly, actually. Alright, that is kind of what this simulator slash... it's probably a game. The physics are not very realistic, as you can tell. I mean, it does have rocket engines, but there's no way that the plane like this would ever be able to take off. But, we have got some other planes to check out as well. I mean, genuinely, on the Steam Workshop site, there are 30,000 planes that you can download. We can try something proper, like a Cessna. I'm not quite sure about the bigger airliners, because my computer is actually not that much of a NASA computer, right? But let's just try our best here. Oh, there we go. The Cessna has spawned in. The computer is kind of struggling with it, and I'm definitely worried about the bigger planes. But let's just go ahead and start this one. There we go. All right, now this one does only have one knob to control the engine, and it's really just X that you can press, and that turns on or turns off the engine. We have no throttle control, which is interesting. Yeah, this plane is not the best. All right, let's try taking off. And it's really strange working without engine sound here, but it does kind of work. All right, let's go. Come on, take off. There we go. We have managed to actually take off. The rudder does not seem to be in a very good mood now, and damn, we have already crashed, huh? Alright, let's try flying this plane now. Oh, there's a mountain or something ahead. We have to not crash into that one, which we have. Yeah, this game is so strange. There's no sound. It's kind of dead, isn't it? Alright, let's try doing a normal flight. Never mind, we have lost the left main landing gear. Jesus Christ. Oh wow. Okay. Wow, this is actually kind of cool. I think this Cessna here is made out of wood. Or at least, you know, you can tell that by the way it breaks apart. This is pretty damn realistic. Let's try this again. All right, come on. There we go. Oh no. I think something has gone wrong. I think we've lost a propeller. We have definitely lost a propeller. The thing is, we cannot easily just turn around and use the runway normally. We cannot do that. So we have to take off this way, which is pretty inconvenient, honestly. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, never mind. Okay, you know what? Let's try different. I mean, it looks very cool when it crashes, though. I mean, something we can try is actually spawning this plane into the air here. There we go. See, this is the sandbox thing about this game here. You can do anything, really. We can even put this here on the plane, right? There we go. We can put this on the wing and see how that affects the flying. I mean, probably this was not that much of a smart idea because the plane does not fly anyway, but you know what, we can try. Let's just go ahead and spawn into the mid-air, and there we go. We are actually flying. Plane is heavily turning to the left, obviously. Oh, how do I control this plane? Oh, there we go. All right, come on. All right, never mind. I think we're going to crash into that mountain again. All right, let's just go for a dive. Oh, wow, this looks so satisfying. Jesus, and that part we added is over here. Damn, this is really actually, this is quite cool. I could see myself playing this for a few hours. Let's actually try some other planes, maybe even bigger planes, right? Let's set machine on the ground. Oh, there we go. I found a way to rotate all the plane. Okay, never mind. Okay, whatever. Let's just go ahead and try some different ones, I guess. I mean, we have something, I guess, a little bit more complex. The A6M. I think this was built by Mitsubishi, this plane. Oh, it looks very interesting. Jesus. All right, let's try using this plane as a normal plane, obviously. Rotating it around and trying to take it off from this normal runway here. All right, now in order to get this plane flying, we have to press X. There we go. Oh my god. I am so scared. Oh, we have immediately taken off. Yeah, the physics here are not particularly realistic. But again, the fun part actually does come when you crash. It's just crash just right into that mountain. Another thing we have here actually is slow motion. Let's just engage that as well. There we go. This is now flying in slow motion and crashing in. Wow. Crashing into this mountain in slow motion, obviously. That's quite impressive. There we go. And we've now landed in a special way. Our main fuselage is over here, but everything else is all across the country again. All right. Now what we can also try is actually some different maps. Let's just go ahead. I've downloaded different airports for the simulator. We have airport. Interesting name of an airport, right? Come on, there we go. Host. Alright, this looks very much different now. This one actually does have a course, you know, some checkpoints that we have to fly through and then come in for a landing again, I guess. This is kind of like a pattern that we have to do. Interesting. I think this would be a nice challenge in something like a complex plane. Let's just go ahead. For example, no idea, honestly. I mean, we could try something more complex and I guess a little bit bigger. How about a 737 MAX? Yeah, my computer is definitely not gonna like this idea. Oh, we've got something going. Let's run this here in slow motion so that the FPS are not too bad. There we go. We are now flying the 737 MAX 9 in slow motion. All right. Let's just see how well we can get this going. Come on, accelerate. Oh, we are accelerating. Again, this is running at 50 times the speed of real life. Pitch and roll is arrow keys. Let's just go ahead and take off. Oh, we have, oh no. What's just happened? I genuinely have zero idea what's just happened. The plane is just falling apart, which looks very awesome. I'm not gonna... What the hell is wrong with this plane? All right, let's try this again. Maybe let's try doing this properly. Oh yeah, my computer is so struggling with this huge plane. I mean, really, it does have to render every single part of this huge plane here, which doesn't work very well, does it? Let's just go ahead and try taking off. Again, we have to press this button for the engines to start. Now we can increase our throttle. All right, everything works. So interesting. You can also see how the control surface and all this stuff breaks apart. What the hell? I mean, you know, it moves and stuff, you know, when we go ahead and apply some pitch input, everything moves just like it would in real life. I mean, this could be an interesting simulation. What if the 737 was made out of wood? It would not be that much of a good idea, apparently. It likes to fall apart a lot. All right, let's try this again. Maybe let's go very careful here with this 737 MAX. Let's have it take off on its own pretty much. Let's get some flaps going, actually. Oh, what the hell? I didn't do anything. The landing gear literally falls apart. How are you supposed to actually fly with this thing? All right, something we could try is actually spawning this plane into the air and have it fly already when we set off for a flight. I guess that would work out. I'm just expecting this plane to fall apart in midair, but that would honestly look very much awesome. All right, can we try getting some kind of flight here? All right, okay. There we go. Let's get the engines running. I guess we're flying. I guess we're about to. Oh, please pull up and not crash into the ground. All right, we're gonna do that, aren't we? Oh, that didn't work out at all, did it? And it's so weird that we're running this in slow motion right now because my PC cannot handle this properly otherwise. Kind of sad. Now, let's try this again. Reset this flight into the air and let's see if we can pull this off, kinda. This is what it would look like in real time. Oh, damn. Straight dive, straight 737 MAX, huh? I mean, this is a 737 MAX we're flying, isn't it? All right. Okay, we have to get higher up into the air. There we are. I think this is a little bit more of a suitable altitude. So just go ahead and turn on the engines. Very much, actually. Let's go back to slow motion because this is a little bit more easier for me actually to fly and especially recover here this aircraft. Oh, please just recover at this point. All right, looking good, actually looking good. There we go. I think we have actually established flight here in a 737 MAX in Besiege. We can now speed up a little bit here at the times. There we go. We are flying, and again, we have no engine sound, which is very strange, but we are flying indeed. All right. Okay, let's put the gear up, which we can actually do. What the hell has happened now? Come on. That was literally the most disappointing flight I've ever done. I think we've crashed into an invisible barrier here. This is literally the most depressing flight I've ever done. Let's go ahead and try this again. There we go. Turn the engines on. Let's try pulling up here. Which hasn't worked, has it? There we go. I think we have done it again. We have now established flight here in this 737. Let's put the gear up now before this plane crashes into an invisible barrier again. Jesus. Landing gear up is M. Well, I said M. Come on. Oh no, invisible barrier. Jesus Christ. This map is literally unusable in somewhat of a faster plane. Jesus. Can we have somewhat of a landing gear action for one? Come on, put it up, please. Okay, never mind. It's not gonna happen, is it? All right, straight dive to the ground. Let's see. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? We have to say that. Right, we can try out some other planes as well, because we're kind of stuck here at this point. All right, let's also try some other maps while we're at it. All right, now here we are at another map. Let's go ahead and spawn in a little bit of a different aircraft. I mean, we also have the Antonov N124. My computer's definitely not gonna like this, but we're gonna do this. All right, the Antonov has loaded in, and it looks pretty promising. Let's just spawn this plane into the air again. All right, really high up, and let's just have this crash into the ground. I have no patience, and let's just see how my computer's gonna be able to handle this. Probably not very well. I do have an actual RTX 3080 installed, but doesn't do much, does it? Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. And honestly, not too unrealistic. Wow. Let's do this again, but with a little bit of more slow motion, so we can actually see what's going on. Now in 2% slow motion, let's see how this crash is going to look like. All right, we have impact of nose just now. There we go. Oh, wow. All right, nose is definitely gone. Cockpit is gone now. Alright, we have reached the wing. One of the more durable parts of an airplane, I guess. There we go. Now a little faster. Oh, whoa. The FPS are dying around here. Alright, that was a flight. Interesting crash here. Let's try this one again. Let's maybe make a little bit of a bonus clip here with a DC-10. We've also got that installed. Alright, DC-10 it is, McDonnell Douglas. Oh. Also fully made out of wood. That is so interesting. All right, let's just have this fall down to the ground. Well, that actually does go to show that planes are pretty durable. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video. And I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.